Good day, family. It is day 75 here, day 75 here, and I want to talk to you about supporting good leadership. Whenever you have good, strong leadership in any capacity, leaders need support. There's so many things that we definitely need from leaders, and oftentimes we draw upon the leaders for many resources, many situations that we need support for, and sometimes we lose sight of the fact that these leaders who pour out the good ones, leaders who pour out for their families, they pour out for their congregations, or they pour out for their workers, or their organizations. We have to consider how we can support good leadership. And I'm looking here at Exodus 17. Exodus 17, verses 11 through 13 here, where there is a story of a battle, where Moses is leading a battle, and it reads here that, and it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And so the success of the battle was depending upon the strength of the hand of the leader. Although there were the soldiers on the battlefield, and definitely what happens on the battlefield matters. But, you know, the strength of the leadership is what ultimately decides the victories. And the strength of the leadership is ultimately what decides the victories, because it says here, again, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. And so Israel would lose depending upon whether the hand of Moses was raised or not. And it says in verse 12 here, but Moses' hands were heavy. You see, sometimes the hand of the leader becomes heavy. And again, we think about our own needs with regard to our leaders, and sometimes we don't understand the heaviness of leadership, the weight that it puts upon the leader. And so the hands of Moses were heavy, and they took a stone, and so they supported Moses, and they took a stone and put under him, and he sat thereon. And so they gave him a seat, and so that he could sit. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on one side, and on the other side, the other one, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And then Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And so again, the soldiers on the battlefield were able to win when the leader was supported. And so when you have good leadership, when you have strong leadership, you know, support your leaders. And definitely, if you are a leader, you are wanting support today. And so God bless you. I thank you for listening today, and I invite you to subscribe and share this information with someone whom life you could change. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. God bless.